couple days. See how it is on the roads down here. We'll try to keep this one nice and clean, guys. No trolling. Hell, to me, trolling is fishing. It's the only trolling I'm aware of. Talk about some good things. Caught a live stream yesterday from California Bear. Haven't seen him go live in a while. Uh-oh. Like he's checking out the female. Checking out the female. Yeah, haven't seen him go live in a while. Actually caught him live. Some of you may remember him. Some of you may not. But he was in Cebu a while back. Had to return to the States. I'm not going to go into specifics on why. But I will say this. The guy has more integrity than most of the people here that I've been watching lately. That's for darn sure. So go out there, give his channel a like and subscribe to his channel, guys. If you have an opportunity. He's out there enjoying life in San Diego at the moment. I'd like to see him come back at some point.
Yeah, Jack. That was Jack. Jack King. Jack King off in the Philippines, in Mindanao. Hi, GT Monk. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Do me a favor if you like. Would you like hitting that like button, please? 15 people on. Please, everybody. Jack King, often. The Philippines, follow him. He did me a shout out on his video a day ago, and I wanted to play that. He talked about two things. He said that I, have integrity. He was comparing me to most. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for the like. All right, GT Monk, appreciate it. I really appreciate those kind words, Jack. Thank you very much. He came up on my live stream a couple days ago, just by chance, and he talked to me on his video, and they went into specifics of why I left Cebu, and I'll just say it. It was time for me to come back. I hate staying home, but I had to come back home and leave my family, leave my wife. Leave my wife and my 2 sons back in Cebu, in the Philippines. So, that's it. I don't really talk about my case. So, that was it. It was my case, and I had to come back and deal with that. My health, also, I had to deal with that. It's better. It was getting pretty bad. So, that's what I didn't talk about when I was talking with Jack. I didn't want to get into it and stuff, but my health started to deteriorate over there because I was running out of medications. That was one. 2, I didn't have access to the medications like I do here. The specialists that I see here, I could not see over there, which were available. Just the funds were available and stuff. So there, I'll just leave it at that. Not getting specifics, but thank you, Jack. I really appreciate it whenever you pop by. Thank you. I mean, for me, there'll be an alternative, and that's one thing. One of Jack's pet peeves is watching YouTube but I guess he watches it on his watches YouTube a lot on he might on his laptop or PC or TV. Even I watch a lot of laptop. I used to watch a lot of YouTube on my laptop, but I watch a lot of YouTube on my TV. You know, I just from my phone to my TV or on my tablet. You know, which I do often when um, like here's Jack right here, right? So
Nothing wrong with that channel either.
and I do this.
Nothing wrong with his channel. Let's get him over monetization step there.
See, this kind of works.
Good morning.
He's trying to get me all the monetization level. He's trying to get me to make.
Get him monetized.
He's trying to get me monetized and make $2-3 hopefully, like he does, you know. But anyways,
He starts his new venture there in Cebu as well.
so thank you, Jack. Appreciate it.
Let's see what else. What other good.
But anyways, what I'll say, that's just pet peeve, because if you do live streams, you know, since I don't have a webcam, I do them on my or a laptop or a PC. I do it on my cell phone, and then for some reason, YouTube Google won't fix that, where we have that option to shoot live streams like this. I think videos you could. I don't do shoot videos with my phone because no memory. Anyways, so that's his pet peeves. Oh, please, people, do this. I hate watching it. So, thank you, Jack. By the way, it must have been so bad when he was watching. Jack's real big on the integrity, and you know, it's like he can see right through the lines on a lot of people. You know, and getting to it, it's like it's just me. It's just, you know, I'm not trying to put any face or fake thing. It's just me. It's been me since I had this channel, guys. Since I started this channel, which today is the 17th. So in 5 days, right? Because it's like, God, how can I forget now, dude? It is a to me. Yeah. June 21st, 2023. This channel will be 3 years old. And he just put a comment, because I left a comment on his video that I'd like to share with you guys. And I thanked him. I said, "Hi, Jack. It was nice to chat with you," because we chatted on my live stream when he came on. Thanks for the shout out, which I do. I appreciate it when people shout out, you know, and you guys heard it. Hey, why don't you guys go check him out? Go subscribe, you know. It's like, try to get him out there, you know. I always enjoy your channel. And I do. And I gave him a peace sign, you know. And he gave me a reply. And it says, hey, last time I checked, you had less than 200. And that was true. That when I got to Cebu in the fall, in fact, actually in October of 2024, I was trying to get 200 people so bad. Like, oh, please, you know, and I would go up to like 197, you know, I was like, whatever, and like, so I would lose a couple, and you know, and it's a funny story I'm talking about right now. So, anyways, I did clear 200 eventually, and I just started posting just regular things, you know. I mean, and when I mean regular things, just taking my boys to school. Sorry, I got like a little hair or something. My glasses are dirty too. And just I lived in a barangay. If you don't know what a barangay is, that's the word for like neighborhood, community, in the Philippines, in the city of Mandaue. The name of the barangay was or is Labagon, where I belong. And the section is Puruk 4, which is Puruk 4, which is section 4. Because we're right in front of Puruk 3 and Puruk 5 right next to it. So yeah, like Mama's store, my mother-in-law's store, her little sari store is right here, and then the sign for Puruk was right there at the beginning of it. Yeah. So, anyways, I would just shoot that, you know, just me walking up and down the aisles, and then, you know, oh yeah, you know, talking, and then like, no, because I'd go the street to the trikes and whatnot, and just, hey guys, you know, on my way to wherever I was gonna go, we're gonna go to the mall or to the grocery store or whatever. We're gonna go Don Macchiatos and take the boys for iced coffee or whatever, or get ice cream, you know, whatever, you know, those simple things like that. And I think Jack liked that because it was just simple. It wasn't me trying to pretend that I was some rich guy or whatever, I don't know. I don't know what he did, but that was what I was trying to say is that I never got clowned. I never got clowned by anybody. I never got trolled. I was very surprised because as an American, I it is, and I noticed that in the community of YouTube expats, they like to knock each other down and stuff, right? They not like to knock each other down of what people don't have, or I guess it's like they do that. It's just typical. I guess it's to make themselves feel better. I don't know, guys. It's for me. It's a little chilly. I know. I live in San Diego. It's Wednesday, June 17th. It is six. It's over 64 degrees in the morning, guys. It's gonna be 74 today, so not too hot. But for me, that's cold. My ears get cold, so bear with me. I can't get too close. There we go. Okay, I won't see you guys. So, anyways, that's what I would do, And then Jack would call me the alley creeper. So if you guys ever get time, check out some of my videos. Those are the last videos I posted. Were was there, And actually, was the last one where we went to Manila and we went there to get my son's passport, U.S. passport. My son is a U.S. citizen. He's got dual citizenship. He's a Filipino national because he was born in the Philippines. But since I'm a U.S. citizen, he's got that option, and we did it. So he's a U.S. citizen also now. That was my purpose of going to that trip go. Something I couldn't do back in 2020 because everything was shut down at that time. Sorry, guys, I'm a little itchy. Right? So I did that, and I had to come back. You know, as soon as we got the passport. And in fact, I still have the passport here because now I'm trying to get his social security, and I really haven't done that. So, getting back to what Jack was saying, I don't want to get into too much specifics. And what I was saying, I didn't get clowned because I basically am what people call a brokey. I am broke. Okay, it's no joke. It might not show too much, but I am. I'm broke. And am I an e-beggar? Yeah, technically I'm an e-beggar now because I promote and I solicit my PayPal. That's on my link. If you look at my channel, and donations there are strictly just for this channel only. All right, that's what I said from the beginning when I set up that PayPal. It was just for this channel. Back then, it was and still is for external memory. Even if I don't have a laptop or PC, I'll borrow something, and when I get that PC, excuse me, that external hard drive, I'm gonna unload first everything from my cell phones, so I can shoot video. Because I don't know if you guys pay attention, but everything went up. No, yeah, literally everything. But I'm just saying, memory, like memory cards. Those memory cards, I noticed when I came back home, I was gonna buy some more. I'm like, oh, I'll just buy some more. And like, holy crap, they're like, $70 now for the, it's like the 256 gigabytes. That's what I usually get, 256 gigabytes, excuse me. Yeah, because the 128s, they fill up too fast. So 56, that's what I put in my cameras and, my phones, 500s, to store like music and whatnot, and this phone right here. Anyways, that was the intention. Still is. So if anybody would like to, donate, I'm into crypto now, so I accept crypto also. I'll take Bitcoin. I'll take Ethereum. I'll take anything and everything. I have a cool wallet now, Tangent, and I'm in the process of staking everything on my Kraken account, and I'm just gonna whatever. Okay, I'm gonna send my coins that I want to, keep safe in my wallet there, and then what I'm gonna keep just there on Kraken is just gonna stake, and when I'm gonna trade eventually, that's what it is. So Um, it's a very modest place where my family lives and stuff. I mean, the house that right now my wife and boys live in is the only thing that's made out of cement is the slab on the ground. The walls are basically paper thin. They've been through two typhoons, and then, in fact, the first one was when my son was months. I think he was about 8 months old, and it just picked up the roof. I mean, it did peel it off, but I mean, there was video where it picked up a corner-in-law, and brother-in-laws were like kind of holding it down and stuff. And somebody, someone was looking out. Well, I stayed there. I was there with them. We didn't live in some apartment, some condo. We weren't going on like vacations, resorts, whatever. Once in a while, we would go over there to my sister-in-law's studio, down the road in Mandaue, and we'd rent it out for the night. She rents it out for about, I think, $20. It comes about $20, less than $20 now. So valuation, a night, a day, whatever. She has it's a Airbnb, and we'll do. And then the boys, we'll go swimming, and then we'd order pizza or something. Once a month we do that. It was a treat for the boys and a little vacation for us. We get to get air conditioning. And the boys get to sleep on the bed. I got to sleep on the couch. As opposed to sleeping on. We went to sleeping on the floor to sleeping on Lumpy. Lumpy was a futon that was just tore up, man. It still is. They still have it. I see. I promised her that I'm gonna get them a bed. It's tough, guys. So I went off the air for a while. I mean, I was watching stuff, but I wasn't recording. I think because I didn't really have the energy and the mentality and everything. I was just in a dark place, guys. It was like really depressed, and it's just bad, guys. I had my own issues with my health and then that and stuff, and it's a lot of pressure. It's rough at times. I mean, things just pile on. They still pile on. They still pile on. They're still piling on, and piling on and piling on and piling on and more. Just when I think I could just make it and just thread, just kind of just thread to the edge of just to make it to the end of the month. Right now is it's what, the 17th. You know, it's the 17th. It's like I can maybe make it to the end of the month, and like make the money so I can so that like shit something comes up. And I just yeah, at that point, man. Yeah, some shit came up. And here I am scattering, trying to make some money today. I thought I figured some money that I was struggling with a couple months ago, you know. Um, and I talked about it a couple live streams ago. I was donating plasma. Yeah, I was donating plasma. I finally found a place after the one that's closest here. That's just a, a mile and a half walk, maybe. A 20-minute walk, 25-minute walk, something like that. I don't know. Um, I walk slow, guys. Shut me down just on my looks, But and her excuse was that because you're a diabetic and you take insulin, you can't donate plasma. I'm like, what? So I looked it up. I went through all my doctors, my primary care doctor. She said, no, dude. And I'm in good shape. I mean, well, I don't look like it, but I am. I really am. My heart, my kidneys, my everything. You know, I went through all my specialists in the last couple of months, and I asked them, and they said no. I said, cool. Can I get a clean bill of health? Yeah, sure. They did a printout with all my numbers and like signed it. You know, such and such bear is in good shape. He can donate. And my doctor even like printed out something from the Red Cross. He can donate blood. So if he can donate blood in this shape, he can donate plasma. You know, it's like, so show him this. So I didn't go to that place, right? Well, I went to a place down the road. No problem. They didn't have to make an appointment. Or actually, I did, but I could have came in and done an appointment there. So I did an appointment, and they took me in. It took about 2 hours after everything. Blah blah blah. I stood in line, uh, videos, everything. Long story short, after they take your vitals, say, okay, you're good. You know, they check your blood. You know, check your vitals. Okay, you know, your blood pressure. Because they'll do a physical and everything in the back and everything, and then they come out and everything. Yeah. So the first time was actually okay, you know. And when I say okay, I didn't feel too bad when they stuck me in the right arm. Key word on the right arm. I've had issues in the past whenever shit on the floor. All right, you know, why don't you go shit for 24 hours? There you go. And fuck Trump, by the way. Bye bye. I was wondering when you're gonna come back. Anyways, you fucking retard. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's one of my trolls. He just came back. How can you do that? Hey, if you hit that like button, I'll bring you back. How's that, Mister Shit on the Floor, Donald Trump 69? There, I call you by name. All right, so I'm calling you out, Donald Trump 69. All right, again, dude. All right, we'll do this all day, dude. Whatever, dude. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. You know what, dude? The more you talk, dude, the more I'm gonna get traffic. So go ahead, dude. It's all right, dude. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. The more you do that, it's gonna get me in the algorithm. So, anyways, the first time I went there was all right. I did feel a little bit of pain, but I've donated blood in the past. You know, in the 90s, but not. I still donated the Chargers blood drive here in San Diego. They used to do one once a year or in November. And they always had problems. It either be because my blood pressure was too high, so I couldn't donate, or if it was okay and I donated, they had these people that weren't very experienced for some reason. And don't ask me to name the name of what's the name of their trade. Just the people that draw blood. I can't pronounce those words anymore, guys. All right, you're back. All right, dude. Keep doing it, dude. Keep commenting. Please, please keep commenting. It does good for the channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe. So then, what happened was after that, I started having issues. And the issues are as that they can't find my veins. Like I said, I've had that issue before. I had 2 likes, by the way. Not one, but two likes. Look, 2 likes. 2 likes. See? 2 likes. Not just one, but 2. Yeah, that's what your mother eats all the time. She likes it. She comes over. Anyways, that happened. So, long story short, they've had issues ever since then. And issues, what I mean is, they can't find my veins, and they just stick me, and you feel it. Whenever you feel when they stick you with an IV, it's because they're not properly going in the vein. It's not the when they initially poke you. It's when they go in the vein and it goes out the side. It doesn't go straight in the vein. It goes out the side and pokes you on the side. That's what you feel. And this happened on Thursday, last Thursday. What happens is it just pokes the side of the vein, and what happens? Yeah, they're getting the blood going into the machine, whatever. But also blood is dripping inside your body, and what they call infiltrated, because it's happened before. What happens is your vein, and I don't notice it starts, you know. So this one guy, dude, he's done it twice. The other guy did it once. Um, so, anyways, I'm gonna show you what it looks like, guys. Here, I'm gonna put the camera up. You bleed inside your arm, basically. It looks bruised, right? And actually, it doesn't look as bad. Right here, it's still kind of like it was like lumpy. It's all disfigured, man, because the blood was all like all built up and everything. So now it's just, you know. So these people aren't very good at their job at all, because I've read the reviews now, and I'm not the only one, right? So that's what's happened, guys. I'm not gonna say how much money I was getting, but it was something. They lure you at first, telling you you're gonna make so much, up in 1 month you make up to. Yeah, you could, but when they fuck up like that, you can't come back. You can't come back, and it was like the first time it was like 2 weeks. All right, come back. Oh, and they pay you, like, they put the money on a little debit card, credit card. So you go to ATM and just take the money out, right? And it takes out 350. You go to regular, unless you go to the marked ATMs that you're supposed to go to. So I would go to those ATMs, and I mean, I'm not gonna lose 350, guys. I bled hard enough, didn't I? So this happened Thursday. So what happened was, um, I noticed like there was a little black dot. I'm like, what the hell? And then it went from a little black dot to a red goop. I'm like, the blood was coming out, like, basically because I was bleeding. I mean, I noticed it was hurting, but it hurts all the time because these people suck at their job. So I'm like, I should have said something when I was hurting. But last time I said that guy came over and he was like this, guys. I'm like, ugh, ugh. He's like, am I hurting you? I'm like, yeah. And last time I said, no. So I didn't want to say nothing, because that's what happens. And I said, I saw how much was left in the bottle to finish. Yeah, Jack, I know. If you watch this, you're going to Bear, there's got to be an easier way. Why don't you just get a job? Well, I'll get to that in a minute, guys. All right. It tells me, just from telling a simple story, it takes me a while. But since Mr. over here shits on the floor, interrupted me, I can't take it there, because now I got to shit on this guy over here. Anyways, they had to stop. They had to stop it, and it said they got a couple people. They got the floor supervisor. She came over, and she said, "Okay, it's like we're just gonna put it over on this arm to get your blood back," is what she said, because they got to return your blood. All right, so they got that guy again. So he's all like going this time, because they were watching, and he was kind of going gentle, but he wasn't getting oh yeah, you guys see that? It's because it's angled and whatever. 'Cause my veins, I guess what they say is that my veins are narrow. Yeah, as wide as I am, my veins are narrow. Kind of funny world, huh? That's how God is, guys. God has got a sense of humor. So we'll give this wide guy some like real narrow little veins. Another fucking thing for him to fucking like, just stack another block in his fucking in his road. Another obstacle in this fucking road. That's the way I look at it, guys. But anyways, this dumb motherfucker, dude, he's like, and she's the supervisor's right here on this side, right here, and she's watching. Well, I think they cut that shit. I think he's. They'd say, hey, fucking stop. It's like, oh, okay, I'm like, they reassure you, hey, you're gonna get paid, all right. Don't worry about it. You didn't lose that much blood, so it's okay. Like, and I'm like, at that moment, I knew something was up. Like, they're not going to return my blood, right? But I knew that because that dumb motherfucker last time when he fucked up my arms, you didn't lose that much blood. So, if you lose too much blood, you're 16 weeks, you can't come back. Or some shit like that. Or 8 weeks. I don't know what the fuck. I remember he said that. And that's because the other dumb motherfucker fucked up. Sorry, it's all coming out now. I'm sorry, guys. So, here we go. Then they just like wrap the machine, whatever. They clean me up. They put a ice pack here, and then gave me another band-aid. They didn't give him, yeah, they gave him a band-aid. Oh, don't leave yet. I'm gonna give her a Gatorade and whatever. They should have bought me lunch at least, for the shit. Because what happened is it gets better, guys. It gets better. Now, I know somebody's gonna watch this and they're gonna get pissed off. I hope they don't watch this live stream. But this is what happened. Whatever. Just take your time. I did. I was taking my time to get out because I was wore out. And they push the machine to clear it, whatever. But then it shows how much I'm going to get paid. Now that's you get the paid full amount, or you know. So I'm supposed to get paid the full amount, right? All right. So I get my backpack, I get my walking stick, and I'm fucking going out there, dude. I sit down outside. I mean, not outside, but just kind of like I'm feeling it. So they between them, the talk was what's going on. So I go outside. The bus stop's right outside. I get on the bus. The bus takes me. I said, okay, well I got other shit to do. So I'm gonna go, and instead of drop it off where I get off to walk home, I'm gonna get off at another bus stop. I went to another bus stop that was passed, or a couple of bus stops, and I got dropped off, and I walked over to Walgreens. Why Walgreens? Because the stop that I usually stop at before is Target, because Target here and Walgreens way over here have the same ATM, and that ATM doesn't take any money out. Like, it'll just straight out give you money, you know. And you guys know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lose $350 for, I'm sorry, guys. It's just I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna get my money, my $60. So I go there, and all there was in there was left over, like $6.50 or some shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Or six. So I checked again. So I checked on checking, and well, it must be savings. No, there's nothing on savings, bro. So what do you think you are? A high roller, a millionaire on this card? I'm like, what the fuck? There was somebody behind me. I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, it was a Navy Federal affiliated. So it's a Navy Federal ATM, but it was the name of the brand is Allocate or something like that underneath. Yeah. So for the people that know. No. I'm like, all right. Well, I didn't even have the energy to say motherfucker. What the fuck? I didn't have the energy, guys. I was really like, kind of just like, And all I wanted to do was at that moment, I wanted to eat something because I didn't eat. Gas prices right now, dude? Good question. I'll give you San Diego, by the way. What's the current gas prices in San Diego County?
The average gas price in San Diego County is currently between $5.71 and $5.77 per gallon. However, prices have decreased by almost 40 cents over the last month.
So that's about right because it was about six something at Shell. That's the first. So yeah, I remember seeing about six something this weekend. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, if you don't mind, can you hit the like button, please? I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Number 4 MK1. Appreciate it. Where are you from, by the way? So, anyways, so I walked across the street to get the same bus to go back. Get a bus. I go back to the same place. And get off. Walk across the street. Walk across the street. Walk across the street. Literally have to do that, dude. Because there's no those little streets where you can't use a certain way. So you have to go boom, boom, boom. Anyways, yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man. So you make it so difficult sometimes, man. Builds character, right? I lived in Colorado. People from California ruin here. Well, it happens. People from California ruin California too. What can I tell you? Oh well. Wherever California people go, they ruined it. They must have been Democrats. But hey, wait a minute. Isn't Colorado a pretty like liberal state too? So that tells you a lot, anyways. Gotcha. Thank you for the like, by the way. Anyways, I love Colorado. Colorado's a beautiful state. I've been there before. It probably wasn't the most beautiful city, but it was peaceful. Grand Junction, Grand Junction, Pueblo, Mesa. I like Mesa actually. I like the what would they call it? The Monument. We went camping there one time. The Monument. That was cool. Anyways, I walked in, and instead of walking where everybody goes stands, to do the process to get screened and whatever, I went to the other main thing. Yeah, it's a look up. It's called Monument. It's not a monument. It's called Monument. It's like a little miniature Grand Canyon, basically. Seriously, it's really cool, dude. Look up Grand Canyon. I mean, sorry, look up Grand Junction. It's in that little section, right? Right when you cross into Colorado from like Utah, in that corner there. So it's Grand Junction, like on I-70. Grand Junction is on I-70. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, well, then you know Monument. There you go. I thought you were asking Monument. Yeah, Monument. Okay, well, I'm sorry. You're asking if you didn't know. Yeah, yeah, dude. I've been there. It was 1995, I believe. My buddy across the street, he moved to Colorado with his folks, and I went to visit him. Right on. Yeah, it was cool, bro. I liked it, man. It was so Monument is by Spring. Well, there. I'm sorry, man. I didn't really know where what was what, but I mean that's where I was at. That's where we went camping. Yeah, we went camping out there for a couple of days. It was cool. I liked it. It was peaceful, man. And my buddy, they lived on 24 and a half road. I'm like, dude, why is it even 24 and a half road? Because we're 24 and a half miles away from the Utah border. Literally, they were. They had this like nice home, and then they had a pond, and then beyond the pond, they just had wilderness. Yeah, they don't go any further because it's wilderness and it's wild animals, and it's like you don't know where you're gonna encounter. So make sure you let us know because you need shotguns and whatever because it's Colorado, dude. It's not California. It's okay to carry Second Amendments over there, not like here. Over here, yeah, it's a big no-no, I guess. Even though if you it's the Second Amendment and you legally got the right to do that, but somehow you don't. Anyways, get back to my story. I walked up to the side and nobody was there, so I was standing there for quite a few minutes, and people were watching me. Well, I mean, people, employees, and then some lady, oh, we'll be right there, and then some other people on the floor were watching me, and they're like looking over, and like I saw one guy, and he had a smirk, so I knew something was up already. And when I knew something was up, and I'm like, okay, because at that time already I had the card out and I had all my receipts. I saved all my receipts from all the times I got paid because I'm like, I wasn't going to come back. I didn't feel well. Like I said, remember what I said? They didn't return my blood. August 1st is it's all that ends in Colorado. What does that mean? I don't understand. August 1st, all ends in Colorado. Don't understand what that means, by the way. Um, and I was looking down, so when I looked up, it was a young lady that was the supervisor or the one that said, "Hey, don't worry, you're gonna get paid, the Gatorade, whatever." And so did it not go through? I said no. Oh, okay, just whatever. Okay, I'm gonna put a little extra. All right, I mean it's the fucking least you could do since I fucking spent extra $5 to come back because it's 250, you know, round, 250 each way on the bus. So, I came back. So, and I'm gonna go. So it was 250 to come back, and then 250 to it's $5. So guess what? She gave me $5. No, not $25, not $10 at least, 15. I'll give you five. I'm like, what? 500, 550, five, what? Five. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I'm like, okay, I was joking, but not joking. Oh, really? I'm really sorry about your arm. I said, yeah, so am I. I'm the one that felt it. That's all I said, dude. I didn't look at her and I walked away. She didn't tell me what happened. What happened was, and I wasn't gonna go back actually because, like I said, I got this thing, but this is the arm where they tried putting blood back, and I had a bruise. It's kind of gone now because I got fucked it up trying to put a needle in there just to put my blood back. So that he bruised that side too. So they said no, you can't. Like I said, it's been about 2 weeks. Well, I checked my the app, and I can't go back till August the 7th. They put me on the list because they took out too much blood. Well, I know this before I even looked at that. Why? Because this time when I came back on the bus, I got off where I usually get off at to go to Target. I walked over to Target and I made it and then started feeling like really like as soon as I got off the bus, thirsty and kind of like just like it's like I'm gonna have to eat something pretty soon and drink some water. That Gatorade didn't do too much for me. So I got my money. Yeah, I was in there. I took all of it out, all 60 $60. Why didn't you take out all 65 or $70 out, Bear? Because it only takes out increments of $20. Obstacles. Obstacles. So as I'm exiting Target, the gust of from being inside just hit me and like I didn't feel well, so I kind of just like sat on the little edge of the exit. I said, took off my hoodie, just because I was sweaty and I thought my sugar was low. So I get some water from my backpack, start drinking the water, and I check my blood sugar on the meter on my phone, and it said 179. I said, no, I shouldn't be feeling like this with my blood sugar. Something's not right. Well, I started feeling kind of like that. Started feeling nauseous. I'm like, oh, nauseous where you start like thinking about it. I'm like, I better get out of here because I don't want to lose my cookies right here at the exit. That's kind of rude, like where all the people are, and it's gonna be a scene. So then let me walk around the entrance on the side where the carts are at, just so I'm in the shade still. So I walked over there and I'm leaning, on the carts for Target. And I'm leaning like this and stuff, and just trying to just gather because there's nowhere to sit. So there's people walking by. They're kind of just like they're walking slow, looking at me, and stop by and turn around, and look at me. I'm like, you know what? They'll probably think that either A, I'm some kind of homeless guy, a junkie, a drunk, or something, and they're gonna say something. Hey, there's a guy over there. That's how it usually starts. And then they'll get security because the security guy like was circling and he kind of like was looking at me too. I said they're gonna call the cops. Okay, I'm not afraid of the cops. I have no problem with the cops. I have no reason to avoid the cops. But the way the cops work. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean the cops. Roses are red. Oh, really? Okay. Wow. You came up with that, huh? Mm. Wow, dude. You're a genius. Wow. Mm. I think I do need a moderator soon. Anyways, I got this bright idea. I said, as I'm getting more like, it wasn't getting like blackout, but like everything's getting kind of like, I don't know. Have you ever passed out or gotten close to, there's this certain like, and it's happened to me before. And it's happened with my blood sugar getting too low. But I wasn't having no symptoms. And like I said, blood sugar wasn't low. But I was afraid that the police were going to come over and they're going to come over and they're going to put their gloves on and they're going to say, we need your ID. And like, that's what they fucking do first here, dude. Here, that's what I watch on TV. I mean, on YouTube. That's all they want to do first. They want to arrest you first. They want to like, pat you down first. They want to, run you through the computer first before they call an ambulance, before they call medical, you know. I mean, there's guys that have had strokes, heart attacks, and they'll tase them and shit because they don't like answer them. Don't give them the ID. So I'm like, dude, I don't want to do that. So I'm like, I'm just gonna like just sit here and squat between the cars and just till I feel better. And then I'm there for a while. I'm not feeling better. I drank all my water, and I'm like ready to like kind of like fall forward. I'm like, oh shit. So I couldn't call my dad. My dad went to Palm Springs. My friend wasn't answering the phone because he was having coffee with his wife. And then I said, well, I couldn't call a Uber or a Lyft because I didn't have money on my card. That money that I just got from the ATM, I was gonna take it to the credit union right in front of the bus stop, deposit it, and put it in my so I would have money. Peekaboo! What's going on, brother? It's been a long time, man. I was just thinking about you the last couple live streams. I've been back now for about a couple days. I'm back, buddy. I'm talking about what's been going on. So let me finish this story, dude. It's halfway through. Um, I've been having some bad experiences donating plasma, and this is the end of it. So I called my mom and I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" "Oh, nothing. That I just relaxing." "Mom, are you gonna be free?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Can I ask you for?" "Oh yeah, go ahead, tell me, Mom. Can you give me a ride today?" "Yeah, sure. Where you at?" I'm like, I'm a Target here. Where at? I'm like, here, here, here. Mean like the one by the house. "Okay, yeah, I'll be right there." So she came back, and I'm kind of like leaning, and she honked, and, "Oh, come over." I'm like, no, you come over here because I didn't have enough strength to walk, really, literally walk across the street. So she had to kind of back up and kind of, you know. I just told her I didn't feel well. She said, you got anywhere to go? I said, no, just take me home. What? Take me home! I kind of snapped because I didn't feel well. Like, yeah, we came home. So I just blamed it on the heat exhaustion and stuff, whatever thing. But anyways, hey Pika, yeah, I've been donating plasma, dude, for the last like been trying to donate plasma for a month and a half, but the people basically there are so incompetent that they've messed up my arm several times. Uh, Here, I'll show it again, just so you see. I'm not gonna show you my body. I'm just gonna show my arm. See all that red, dude, and purple? That's all my arm was bleeding through. And it's looking better, actually. It was like all red. All that was solid red. All the way down. All the way down. And it's actually the same guy that's always done it, too. Literally. Physically. And every time he's poking me, he's like, he does that, dude. So, so he's poking, dude. Like, dude, that's how I did the first time. This time when he did it, he helped the girl, a young girl, when she came in. So, hey, such and such, can you come over and help me? You know. And so, was it just not far in and far off in there? He said, no, I wasn't. He said that. He pushed it in more. So, halfway through, I was feeling pain. And I should have said something. But the last time I said something, that dumb motherfucker came over and started doing that. And this is what happened. Exact same thing happened. But this time, what happened was it started bleeding out, like through the hole, because it wasn't far in. And what happened now, I remember, usually they'll put tape on the hose and then on the needle, and then on this part of the needle, they didn't have tape on this side. It was total incompetence. But like I said, I didn't want to say anything for that guy. That guy. And then the supervisor came. I'm telling the story, recapping, by the way, if you're still on, buddy. Don't forget to give me a like, please, if you don't mind. I really appreciate it, bro. It'll get this out. So he came over and helped them. They're gonna move, and then the supervisor said, "We're gonna move the hose over here, the needle over here, just so we can get your blood back, because they gotta return." They said, "We're not, they said, we're gonna end there. We're just gonna return your blood." Well, that dumb motherfucker was doing it in there. Oh, guy, you see that? Oh, yeah, it's weird. His vein is angled. Yeah, it's weird, huh? And I was like, he's like, am I hurting you? I'm like, yeah, dude, you are, man. I kind of like said, yeah, you kind of are. And it's not a little bit, it's a lot, I said, this time. Like last time. I said, just like last time, you are. A lot. I started saying it just in that tone, like that. So like that's it. Like I think the supervisor said, like, okay, and it's like we're gonna just end it now. And like, oh, and supervisor said, you didn't lose that much blood, by the way. That's okay. But I did, because what happens is they don't return all your blood or such amount of blood. They put you on the list, on the no list. So I just checked the thing, and yeah, I can't donate till August. So I've been donating blood since last month. I've been trying to donate, not blood, plasma, since last month to make ends meet. You know, but since these guys are so incompetent, up my arms and my veins that um, I can't do it every week. Like I only go every other week or every 2 weeks sometimes, because I gotta heal my arms because they get so messed up looking, you know. But that's all I could do right now. So everybody's going, dude, why don't you just get a fucking job? You know what? I'm at the point where I fucking would, but because I have a case, guys. And if you guys don't know what case is, a case I don't want to talk about a court case or whatever, but kind of like type a case about my stroke, disability, whatnot, I can't go to work. If I start doing that, then I have no case. So that's that. So that's what I kind of like was hinting at with Jack last time, and it's not that I don't want to, is that I can't right now. Will I? It looks like I will eventually. What? I don't know. I mean, between my mental state with from my stroke that's left over, what I'm capable of, and my physical part with my back, because that's another thing. So I don't know if they'll include that or what. That's another thing. I don't want to get into the details of where my case is at, but it's been going on since 2023, and I haven't worked since basically since 2020. I won't count that shithole fucking deli. I won't call it shithole deli. It's just whatever. It was just shitty, dude. I almost feel like going back and begging they let me work as a busboy or something. Just 'cause I'm so fucking desperate for a paycheck. That would make life simpler, but you know. But anyways, that's where I'm at, guys. Yeah. So yeah, Pika, that's where I'm at, brother. I mean, it's just been rough. So I just been off the air because they'll be all negative. So anyways, yeah, I'm still listening. I would have said something, even if I saw that happen to someone else. I would have been like, Dad, Jason, it's easy with the cuchillo. I know, dude. Well, dude, dude. Well, you see, here's the thing, bro. There's a place that's like real close. I got turned down there. I don't know if you were on my live streams when I was talking about that, and I had some. Oh, you shouldn't do that. You're diabetic. That's some guy was saying that. Well, no, I got approval from my primary care doctor. Had a signed letter and got proof from the Red Cross and everything. My kidney doctor and my cardiologist also said, dude, he's in good shape, man. It's like they got I got signed papers. So if I would go back there, she don't have a case. It's just because the way I looked, and I looked like this. So long story short, the people that go there, even the old people, dude, they look like they run 5Ks to the place there. They're all in shape. They're all like look healthy and stuff. That's what they want because they advertise that their plasma goes to leukemia patients, children. That's their selling point. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Now, this place over here that I was going to, I started seeing that clientele, dude. It looks like people are there just, and they show up all dirty. Their hair's all fucked up and shit. And yeah, dude, their feet all dirty, cochinos and shit. I'm like, God damn, dude. It didn't look like he even took a shower, dude. Not even this morning, not last night, dude. Their feet were all dirty and shit. The women look like they're just like they're there with their pimps. Yeah, bro. I'm like, fuck, So I'm thinking, well, I have no problem being here. Then they'll prove me, as long as you don't tell them, hey, I had a stroke. Hey, I'm a diabetic. Like as long as you don't say that shit, I've noticed that they won't like discriminate. You know what I mean? Even if you have a job, it would be hard out there for anyone else making it by the means necessary. Having several sources of income is so bad thing. I know it is, brother. But see, it's like what I was talking about. It's like, dude, I know. That's what I'm saying. But in my situation right now, dude, I have a family, dude, that I got to provide for, and it's getting harder and harder and harder every month. The older they get, and that's what I'm starting to notice. I mean, that's not noticed, but I'm starting to realize, financially. I have been noticing it. That's why I've been trying to kind of, well, how can I make income? How can I do this? And I've turned into a full-on e-beggar, bro. I've turned into a full-on e-beggar. I talk about my PayPal. I talk about, hey, I have Venmo. I have Cash App. I don't know how to put those on my. I have to figure out how to like put those little like screen things. I don't know if like YouTube like like give me a strike for that, or what I'm saying, wear a T-shirt here or a banner here, with the screener, so people like, if they want to be generous and stuff. I'll take crypto too. It's like, dude, I'm just anything, bro, helps. But I promote it just for this channel. That's the only reason I did the PayPal. I don't want to do that and like, oh, it's like, and like, pretend to be like sick, be one of those people, like, and use the money for something else. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. When I started PayPal, that PayPal was solely just for this channel, and the channel is with that I wanted, and I had somebody actually, and I'll say it again, he listens to me, and somebody I used to work with, cool guy, man. I miss that guy, dude. He was like so I mean, he still is. I keep in contact through Instagram and stuff. Um, Black Dynamite, man, you listen, brother. Thank you. I still have that. It's in my PayPal actually. I bought some stable coins, some PayPal stable coins, and they've been getting interest. So that's my saving. That's my like my money market account. I've added whatever little money I can get there. I'm not gonna say how much I have in there. It's obviously not enough yet to buy because every month I go on Amazon, and those it seems like those external memory hard drives like go up more. Like right now, that hard drive that I want, it's like almost $300 now. It went from the 200 300. Why is my this eye droopy now? You guys notice that? This side look a little droopy to you guys? I just noticed that. Oh, maybe it's the angle of the glasses. Oh no, I can't see shit without my glasses. What do you guys think? So yeah, dude. So that's the shit that's been going on, brother. I mean, I don't want to do my personal shit, whatever, but I'm trying to figure out how to make it, guys, without having to actually having to get a W-2. I don't mind working, dude. I'll have to, dude. I mean, but yeah, man. It's like now I'm like, fuck, dude. Now some shit came up just just yesterday, or the last 2 days yesterday, and I got to come up with some money, and I think I did. So, I mean, all I could really do right now is just, start selling shit. Yeah. Um, yeah. Start selling stuff. No, not that, guys. Not that. Not like with that guy at the bus stop a couple of days ago. If you guys watch that, I'll take it off. Yeah, I took it off, by the way. I'm on my shorts. I have a short. Just my most recent short. Check it out. Pika. If you're still on there, bro, a couple of days ago, I went. Where was I going? Where the fuck was I going? Fuck, I don't know, dude. I go out, man, and I do shit. Anyways, that's the first bus stop I was at. I was a guy that came up to me. I have to talk about that now, too, because I did that short. Anyways, there's several sources. Income's a bad thing. That's why I was saying. It wasn't on that live. Yeah, I have a job, but I have several side hustles. I have more than one source of income. Yeah, you have to, bro. I mean, that was my thing. That was my thing because my career as a union pipe fitter was good enough for me. It always was. It took care of me since 2004 when I got in and I got accepted. I struggled at first as an apprentice, but once I started making money, oh, dude, by the time I became a third year, I'm like, holy shit, I was like, this is what I used to make when I left LA. Well, when I became a fourth year, I'm like, oh, I'm making more. I don't need to spend this much money. So I started saving as a fourth year. As a fifth year, I was already, clearing, I don't want to say, but I was making more already. And actually, I think I cleared 80,000 for the first time in my life. Yeah, I made 88,000. You know, and actually they turned me out early. And I'm sorry, that's not a bad term. And in our union, turned out means they make you from apprentice to you turned out. You not like that. If you know what that is, go from apprentice to, and I went like, dude, went from 20 something to 30 something. Boom. Yeah, it was like almost a $10 difference. I'm like, I was already saving money, so my thing was I had to get different account. Anyways, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying my trade took care of me. I wasn't married. I didn't have kids. I didn't have a mortgage, rent. What, dude? It was just like money. It was like, and I didn't have credit cards. I didn't spend shit. It's like, it's just save money. So when I wasn't working, I could live on unemployment. Unemployment, one check would pay the bills, and then the other check was like, okay, dude. I mean, all right, cool. You know, and that shit just all dried up because I can't work there no more. Anyways, I have one source income. And I got in that bad habit. When I started making content on my socials, I definitely posted my Cash App and everything else. I know, dude. I mean, I did on my Instagram, dude, and people just laughed. I'm like, well, okay, I know it's funny, motherfucker, but add $1, dude, 50 cents, 10 cents, dude. I don't care, dude. Put it on there. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's something how these terms mean nothing completely different now. I know, dude. Huh. Like, I think for the first time I used crashing out. I thought that was so stupid, crashing out. No, we used to say, I don't know what we used to call it, wigging out, or wigging out, or some shit like that. So crash, and they go all ape, all crazy and stuff on somebody. Because this guy was talking about his wife. So did she crash out on you? Like what? He didn't know what that meant. Yeah, yeah. I let him figure it out. Or what they say, cap? No cap, no cap. It took me a long time to figure that out. Cap. No lie. No cap. No cap. No cap. Yeah, I'm old. So, anyways, that's it. I talked about the plasma thing. That place is done. I can't donate plasma for a while. Hopefully, something else comes up so I don't have to donate plasma. I don't know. I don't know. I can't predict the future. I can't work yet. Will I work? I don't know. Um, like I said, going that physically, what I'm capable of doing. That's in the process where I'm working out right now because I really think I need surgery. And these specialists right now are just like going through the motions, getting the insurance money, like typical. And I can tell you, dude, do whatever you gotta do, but you know where I'm at. I know where I'm at. I know where I was 15 years ago when they told me you're gonna be here in a certain year or by a certain time, and I'm there now. You know, like because they know when I talk to them before they saw me, I say, hey, this, you're gonna see some stuff. So how bad it is now from like just back in 2018, the last time I took a look at it, that was an MRI, X-rays and whatnot. And now they have all that and like, oh well, we're gonna give you epidural. Oh, that didn't work. Oh no, we're gonna give you shots. Oh, those didn't work. They gave you like little lidocaine shots all over the back. Those actually felt good, man, for like a day. The epidural, yeah, maybe a day or two. Um, and now they're gonna do some other one, dude. Fuck, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. Until they say, oh, we can't do anything. So now what? Oh, you're gonna see the next guy. That's the guy that said, oh yeah, dude. If your insurance clears it, we'll put you under the knife and we're gonna take out those vertebrae and we're gonna put two metal plates, one on here and one here, and we're gonna drill them. And they're gonna be like, and you're never gonna be able to bend down. You're never gonna be able to like sit down. You're just gonna be there and like and you're gonna be disabled. But we can't write that because we're California doctors. Hold on, guys. We're gonna have to move these from the sun. So burn. All right, back. I'm speaking because I can do it right now because I don't have a surgery, so I can actually still do this. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. What are some of the new slang words, terms, and phrases that you think are funny? I don't know, bro. I gotta watch social media and then when they say it, but it's half the time I can't stand it, dude, because they sound like retards. I mean, is that what we probably sounded like to old people back then? We must have. That's what my buddy and I talk about all the time. You mentioned, yeah, I know. I don't know. Say something. Okay, cat. Um, crashing out. I don't know. I gotta watch these kids. I gotta watch them on Kick, but I can't stand watching them for more than a couple of minutes. I'm like, because I don't relate to anything they say. I'll give you an example. Jack Doherty and the Island Boys, those guys when they stream, I can't watch them, dude. I want to slap them, dude, more than I want to watch them. See, I don't even know what that is. Is that a bad thing? Because that sounds like it's a nasty thing. Sneaky link. Now you sound like that one Donald Trump guy, dude, that I had to ban. I finally banned that guy. He came back. I used to put him on timeouts. That shit on the floor guy. Ooh, shit on the floor. Shit on the floor. So I put him on timeout. I'm like, all right, dude. And I told him, hey, dude, go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just keep commenting, pendejo. I mean, it's good for the algorithm, anyways. I'll just ignore you. An idiot, dude. Shit on the floor. What is that? What is that a term? I'm asking you, Pika. Is shit on the floor thing? Like 6'7", 6'7". I just fucking heard the other way. I saw the video. Actually, it's a funny video. Actually, it's from a song, the 6'7". I'm like 6'7". What the fuck, 6'7"? I told my boys, if you guys do that 6'7" thing, I'm gonna grab your 6 and your 7 and go crack both your 6'7" there. Stinker Van, hey Stinker, man, everybody's coming back. All right, all we need is Hunter. Hunter hasn't been back, but he's been back actually before you guys. And Mr. Anna, dude, that's the guy I haven't seen in a while, man. Sneaky Link means side chick. It's what? Are you serious? Oh my god, Sneaky Link. Okay, I guess that makes sense, huh? Because a link, you're linked up. Yeah, I guess. I'm old, man. Today I have to go to the junkyard for a car part, go to the pool hall to practice then go to Walmart to get. All right, dude. You know, Walmart has good rotisserie chicken. I have to say that, dude. What part for your car, by the way, Stinker? I still don't understand the whole 6'7". Well, it was from a song, bro. It was, yeah. I don't know. You have to listen to the song, but even then, didn't make. Today's rap does that even make sense? Has ever made sense, anyways? I never thought I would say that. Remember, like growing up, that old people used to say, "Oh, rap, I don't get it." Well, it's rap, dude. Rap meant talking. Back in the '60s, that's what rap meant. Rap was like um, there's poetry, but that was like a thing. It was a hip thing. Like people would get in front of the mic and like do like a rhyme, like like da 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 da, and then they would do it with music in the background, kind of like a jazzy type thing. It was pretty cool, actually. It still is. Like it's a lost art, Um, what's his name? God, forget his name. He was on Saturday Night Live. The guy from Wayne's World. He had a movie. I married an axe murderer. I married an axe murderer. I hope I don't get banned for saying that word on YouTube. God, I forget that's one thing, dude. That certain vocabulary that AI will pick up and like boom. But anyways, on that movie, you know, his career, he was a poet guy. He would stand up but he would do that. Like he would do like poetry, like rhymes with a jazz band like in the back. And I forget what it's called. It was pretty cool. But that was called rap, the original. And then the late '70s and '80s, in New York, East Coast, they took a swing, dude, and what it is now. Clutch return spring. Oh, okay. Right on, dude. Well, good luck, dude. I hope you find it. I hope it's not too much hard work taking it apart. There's one of those junkyards, or hopefully they have it already taken apart for you. Let's see. For me, rap, I grew up in the lyrical and conscious type of rap, that battle rap. Okay, dude. So, what generation are you? Are you talking about in the '90s or 2000s? Because when I talk about rap, dude, I remember the first rap that I remember was Sugar Hill gang. The hip hop rappers alike. That was it, dude. I was in like fourth grade, I think, fourth or fifth grade, fifth grade. Grandmaster Flash, dude. That Grandmaster Flash. He was a little bit more edgy, but that's the stuff that was real. You know, it talked about what was out there, the streets and whatnot. You know, that's kind of like what I want to do with my Instagram. That's what I'm seeing. You know, I know somebody's gonna watch it. That's well, hasn't participated on my YouTube, but I know he followed, uh, subscribed, and he's probably not gonna like it. But I mean, it's the reality out there. I mean, I experienced it. So getting that now to that story, I've been writing public transportation now for a while. Fuck the Zionists, dude. Jimmy Dore, I don't want to listen to your videos right now. This area here is called Encanto, which is still San Diego, part of San Diego City, in San Diego County, but San Diego City. The next city over is called Lemon Grove, and then La Mesa and whatnots. Is what we start calling East County. East County, the city's the East County, but it's still San Diego County. Well, it's the first one, Lemon Grove, and it's pretty run down, dude. But even then, it's just a lot of homeless, a lot of whatnot, a lot of action. We'll just say that, right? Okay, I'm sorry, Pika. Oh, I grew up on the people like Tupac. All right. 50 Cent, Biggie, Big Pun, Bone Thug, Cypress Hill, DMX. Okay, okay. I remember that. I mean, I did listen to more than half of those guys. And DMX, dude, that poor guy, man. I mean, hey, he left us with his music, right? Cypress Hill, I like watching those guys live. Or Authentic Rag Sample, Master P. I never got into Master P, but I mean, he was good, I guess, but I never got into his music. Wasn't a lyrical rapper, but he was authentic and respected. Yeah, it's also. I love Tupac, dude. Anyways, so I didn't get it on video. The first part. This man walked up to me and was asking me for something. He had his lighter in his hand, and he was pointing at me. And I thought he was pointing at my walking stick. At first, I thought he asked for money, and I'm like, no. But then he said it again. He mumbled, but he was pointing with with his lighter, like going like that. Yeah. And I look at him. I'm like, what did you say? Because like it didn't sound like he asked for money, and it wasn't saying that he was like admiring my walking stick. Because everybody, oh, that's a nice walking stick. I have this like two walking sticks. I have the shorter one, and then I got the longer one that's like it looks like I'm like Gandalf, like I'm a wizard or something. Dude, when I wear my hoodie and shit. Anyways, no, dude. You know what he asked? He asked me if I had any crystal to sell. And actually, no, actually, I did put this on my Instagram. I remember now. I made a video on my Instagram right before my bus picked me up. I'm like, I'm on, and I told him I'm like, not like what? What are you asking me? What? I can't. I said, I'm all. I'm all. Do I look like I sell crystal to you on a bus stop in Lemon Grove? He's well. I don't know. You can't be too sure nowadays. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm gonna at least say you want to buy some weed from me or something, man. Don't insult me by saying you want to buy crystal, man. Like, what the fuck? I mean, a big old fat guy trying to fucking sell crystal, dude. Like, I might wipe my nose a lot, right? Cause I get a runny nose. Maybe that was it, or maybe because I was wearing my Raiders stuff. I was wearing my Raiders cap and Ritter shirt and like gray shorts and black my black compression socks and white like sneakers. I mean, hey, this fucking fat cholo over there, dude. He's probably he's gonna have some good fucking ice over there to sell, dude. I don't know. I mean, a lot of shit happened, dude. Even when I got on the bus, there was I sat across the I was like sitting like on the side seats, never like the straight ones. I don't like people behind me, dude. Even restaurants, whatever. I like facing the exit or the entrance, whatever. I don't like people behind. It's just I don't know. I don't like that, and especially public transportation, the trolley and the bus. After what happened to that one young lady that got stabbed in the neck and all that stuff, dude, I don't. I sit on the buses or the trolleys. The seats are sideways. So a lot of those are the handicapped ones, right? Or the elderly. But I give those up as like elderly people come up, or the people in their like their mobile wheelchairs, whatever. I give those up. So I moved. I'm sorry, dude. I got my nose itchy. It's not a boogie. It's just itchy. I sat down here, and then I had the other seats. They're like, and a lady, she like, dude, she like looked at me and like grabbed her bags and shit, like started like like fucking putting a headlock on her bag, like, oh damn, lady, oh fuck, dude, I ain't gonna fucking grab your shit. Like, what am I gonna do, dude? Like, grab your shit and like fucking run off with my walking, like jump off the bus and like fucking like take off running with my walking stick? I'm like, fuck, man, for reals, man. Then he started record. Yeah, I know about that. He wanted to actually wasn't. Didn't he? Wanted to be a agent. I think was it Ricky Waters? Not Ricky Waters. I mean, sorry, not Ricky Waters, dude. It was the one here from San Diego, the kid from San Diego that played for the Saints. The one that couldn't give up smoking weed, and that's why he quit football. What the fuck's his name? She grabbed. Dude, she did, bro. Now I want to make it. I'm not gonna say what race. See, notice how I said a old lady. I didn't say old black lady, right? And see how people say racial shit like that? I just said lady, dude. I was like, damn, dude. And then something else. I got there looks. I was learning all my Raider shit, but then later I got better. So, anyways, when I came back, the loops, I got dropped off. A couple buses stopped from where I originally got picked up on. And the funny thing is, it was the same bus driver because they do the same route at the same time, whatever. So I don't know. I thought that was so weird. So I got dropped off a couple bus stops further down because I was going to go to Notary Public to make some copies, to do some other shit down there in that part. Well, where I got off at, I noticed it was the same guy that asked me to buy crystal. Well, guess what, dude? And then like he's busy, dude. He's busy. He didn't like see me or whatever. He's like over there, like at the bench or whatever, right? Like here, I'll illustrate. He's over here. He's all fucking scattering and shit, like moving around and shit. Moving around and shit, moving around. He's going at Mach 1, dude, whatever, dude. And he wasn't looking, he didn't have a backpack, he didn't have a bag. He was just moving shit around like trash. There was nothing. And I'm like, fuck. So I said, I gotta get a video of this. Okay, and when I said a video of this, I wasn't gonna video him. And I didn't. And you know what? Most likely not, it's probably gone. I didn't put it on YouTube, I put it on Instagram. But it's probably gone. I put it on my stories because I can't really do videos because yeah, see, the stories don't last long. Oh man, I can't believe all the trees are on, dude. Talk about that next. Anyways, dude, he's scattering around. So I usually put my phone, in my backpacks, zip it up. If I'm not using it, it's not in my pockets because they can fall out. I don't like having stuff in my pockets. The only thing I have in my pocket is what I need right away. i.e., my bus pass or my utility knife. One time at the bus stop, I saw this dude who looked kind of like Gucci Mane because you know he was listening to rapping to Gucci Mane's music. I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, I don't even know who Gucci Mane is. She grabbed. Yeah, I don't even know who Gucci. I've heard the name. So it was the same guy, man, older guy. So I put my backpack right on the trash bin, you know, and I got my phone and my backpack on it. Yeah. So I started recording I put it on the story, and the camera's on me, by the way, you know, but I have it up. I just what's the word? Anyways, I'm gonna act out. That's the word I want to say. What happened? Oh, I have it. Oh, well, here I am again, dude. Like a couple bus stops from where I started this adventure today. So, yo, my man, did you get that crystal, by the way? Oh yeah, man, I got some. It's good stuff, man. Well, I can tell, man. Where'd you get it at? Oh yeah, he's too busy. Oh, over there. Where over there? Over there behind Walgreens, man. Over there, man. The guy's over there. If you want some, dude, just go over there. All right, man. I start walking by. Well, there you go, guys. If you guys want some good crystal here, if you got the urge for crystal here, and you're in Lemon Grove on Broadway, go behind the Walgreens and you'll score, dude. I put that on. And, you know, watch me get banned now, dude. Oh fuck, that's really cool, me. Oh well, it's not like I'm monetized, right? Anyways, that shit that happens, that's the kind of shit that's allowed on Instagram, by the way. That's why I put it on Instagram. That being said, Mr. Kinsey, the next place I walked to, I did the Notary Public, I did the copies that I needed, and I walked over to where I'm gonna go and talk about next. I finally placed my order because if you guys see these glasses, how they're turning dark, they're transitioning. All right, I got my new prescription glasses last week, and I love them. So I went in this week, and I got another pair coming, brand new pair. These were no pair, but I got new lenses put in there. Well, the new frames are going to be the Generation 2 Metas. Dun dun dun. So Mr. Bear is going to be doing some good content now with his Meta glasses. I think it's going to be good content. Guys, see so much shit, guys. So much shit that I don't like do have time to like, ooh, you know, like Jack says, dude, these guys put people's phones on people's faces. I don't want to do that, dude, because two things are gonna happen. Even though it's my constitutional right to have this, because I'm a journalist, and then go pow, dude, or pow 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 pow. You know that could happen. There's your constitutional right because you didn't have your Second Amendment constitutional right on you because this is California, and for some reason you're not allowed to have your Second Amendment by your side. You know here in California, you know. Anyways, I throw that out there by the way, guys. I like that. Bust Up Adventures. It's always something entertaining. Dude, give me some ideas, man. I don't think I'm going to change the name of my Instagram or YouTube channel, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe if it takes off, that'll be the thing. But it's going to be the meta stuff, dude. And it is, because it is. There's a couple other channels I've been following in San Diego, just like the ones in LA. And there's a lot of ruckus. Um, and they have their own stopping grounds. There's a couple places by the trolley stops that I go over. That's one. There's another one in Ocean Beach. That's another one. I don't know because they're territorial, so I don't know. You know, I'm not local. Hey man, it's not my barrio home, so it's like how can I be over there? At least over here is my hood, right? I mean, I got content here in Encanto, and hey, Lemon Grove is still part of my hood, right? We're sister hoods, so there we go, man. So Bust Up Tweaker Adventures or some shit like that, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna be exploiting the homeless or nothing. It's just shit. It's just real shit, bro. And it's so funny because Facebook, dude. Speaking of Facebook, it's just I just realized it's so toxic. I took it off my phone. I only have Messenger, and it works out because my wife and my son they'll hit me. And now he's just started school, so I hardly ever talk to them anymore. Just real quick in the mornings because they're up at 4 in the morning, get ready, and they're gone at 6 in the morning. Oh, bye, and they'll be back, and they're busy, take naps, whatever, and they'll call me late at night, and that's it. But Facebook, I have on this, I don't even go on it, and it's funny because my buddies, they'll send me reels, and it has to go to Facebook, and I can't see shit on this, so no toxicity on here. So therefore, I do have my Instagram, which is CaliforniaBear619 on this phone, um, and I have it. So I might try it out on that. I have 700 followers, trying to get over 1,000 on that one. So I do live streams, but I don't know. I might just start all fresh, dude, and just like grow organically with new content, right? And just think of a name, something. I'm thinking something about ONN, also News Network. I don't know, something like that. Bus stop adventures is always something entertaining on the bus stop, or that's partly what I was going on when I left. I would have a lot like Crystal, dude. He was so wound up, dude. He wouldn't understand that. You're thinking about changing your name on your socials. If you ask me, I'd say keep the name. Yeah, no, no, I'm not gonna change. Like I just said, I might start. I'll try it out on that. See how I get reaction, whatever. Like I said, my Instagram, it's my original Instagram, and it got hacked, so I started another Instagram, and it's personal stuff with family stuff. So the California Bear one, it's like just just stupid shit. And like I said, I use it mostly just to interact with a lot of friends. I mostly use it so we just DMs and we send each other stupid shit, funny stuff, reels, memes, and whatever. Say hi, how's work, how you doing, how you been? Also, hey, how you been, buddy? How you been, brother? Just that's what I do basically with these guys. Um, we talk. It works like a phone. Even if you don't want to do video, you can do video. I think the messenger on Instagram works a lot better than the messenger on Facebook. Honestly, I always notice that. But no, I'm not gonna change the names. My names are my names. Um, Also originally, so transformed to California Bear. I like that. I mean, some people call me Bear for short, or CB. I mean, I'll take that. I like that. Um, so no, I'm not gonna change it. So yeah, like that. So let's keep it like that. Also de Cali. Nah, you know what, bro? I don't like the word Cali, bro. Sorry. I don't know. I thought you knew that. I even said that. I purposely did that on my TikTok. I named myself Cali Bear 619. I mean the name California Bear, but the thing that comes up says Cali Bear, and I did that on purpose so nobody else will take that. Now somebody took California Bear, so I had to change the California Bear. I had to put like a line or something because somebody, that's Jeff was looking for me back then. I don't know. Jeff, you still watch me? I don't know, dude. He might be upset with me. Uh, I won't get into that. I thought about getting Insta, and recently I got Discord. Okay, tell me about Discord, by the way, brother. Because it's Discord. Oh god, I'm getting a cramp, dude. Oh yeah, yeah. It's not a menstrual one either. Oh, the back of my dude, my left. Here, let me get some water. I'm not drinking enough water. Hold on, give me a minute. Don't let me forget Discord, okay? For the last 3 days, they've been wanting to give me a cramp in the back of my thigh. That, I don't know what that muscle is, right below your ass, that one. And then my calf all last night and this morning was different parts of my calf. I'm not drinking enough water. I've been drinking too many ghosted monsters. So that's dehydrating more. Okay, Discord. All right. First, I don't know how to use it. And what I mean, I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use it. I know that it started by gamers and it's grown into a big thing, a big platform that people use for communication. They share videos and whatever, and they talk to each other. Like you can call each other, do like video chats or whatever. I think let me finish, okay? Because um, I got scared because sick grandpa said something about be careful because people will upload things on there. Bad things. Things that can get you in a lot of trouble with the three letter company that starts with an F and ends with an I. And you be in a lot of trouble in between. Okay? Like CP kind of stuff that just whatever. I don't know. That's just what he said. I looked up into it, and then there's been a lot of bad rap about stuff like that. So some of these big streamers use it a lot. And they talk about, oh, go on my Discord. Everybody has a Discord. So you said you have a Discord. Are you willing to share that with me somehow? If I give you my Instagram or something, I give you something where you can send it to me. I don't know if you have a Facebook because I have a Facebook that I made just for this that I don't have access to, by the way, right now. So I'm not gonna tell you that. I can give you my Instagram. Maybe. Oh, you don't have Instagram. Duh. You know what sucks, dude? And Google probably took it down when they bought them out. Oh boy. A scam likely. So it's gonna be a sales or a school. Hello? About you? No. About what? I don't know. What am I changing my mind about? Have I changed my mind? How do I know? Yeah, I feel like social media as a whole should be monitored.
Hello?
Yes. Who am I calling? Or what am I calling for? Because somebody called and hung up.
Maybe someone else. I'm sorry about that. Maybe it's by mistake.
No. What is this?
My with Elite Construction.
All right.
Actually, doing some.
Can you guys take me off the list, please? Thank you. Because I'm gonna sue you guys if you call me again. Okay? I have this number. Well, then why the fuck did you guys call me yesterday? Fuck it today, assholes. They already took me off and they called. Sorry. I have to deal with these people, dude. You tell me you're gonna sue them, dude, and they'll fucking hang up like right away. That's what you do. You have to ask them what company it is. There's a thing that you can do, and you can actually sue them. So maybe that's how I'll make some money one day. I'll sue these people. Yeah. Anyways, you can hit me up on Discord if you want. All right. My name there is okay. Let me write it down because. All right. Hold on. Did you change your mind? They didn't say who they were. They know that. It's a construction company They've been calling me, dude. They've been calling me for weeks. I tell them, no, I'm not interested. Take me off the list. Dude, I know they gotta make money, dude, but I'm polite to them, and I tell them, no, I can't right now. Well, maybe later. And I know they're doing sales, but dude, they just, it's no. No means no. All right, so just like that with a capital, right? So I'll write Discord first because I won't know what that is. As I'm speaking right now, if I can speak and write and talk at the same time, hopefully, Pika. Wait, let me do because I think okay, Pika. I just fucked that up already. Pika. Boo. T. V. O. Okay, I got you on Discord. What's been your experience, honestly, with Discord? I mean, what you interact with a bunch of people, gamers, people, because you're the one that likes wrestling, right? So you just set up for like your interests. How does it work? Because like I said, these streamers, hey, follow YouTubers, my private Discord, because whatever they can't share on here, and I don't want to throw names out of channels, but they're basically troll channels, because copyright strikes and whatnot. I think they would share things on there. You know what I mean? So if it works out to my advantage, that's what I want to do because that's what I want to do. I want to do like desktop reaction stuff, and I can't do it on YouTube because of the copyright, right? I already got one copyright on this channel already. And that's the thing, dude. They don't tell you what the hell it is. They'll tell me about music or whatever and stuff. But there's one that I got hit on. It didn't tell me what it was. But other ones says, "Oh, your video can't be played." But it's not a copyright. Your video is banned in Japan. Yeah, like one is in Japan. One live stream in Japan. Another live stream is banned in Russia. I don't know, dude. Did I talk about? I never talk about Putin, and I didn't. I like sushi. I don't. I don't hate Godzilla. I didn't say anything about Godzilla. I like sumo wrestling, so I can't think of what. Anna Ovespian says hello. Hello, Anna. Thank you for the like. If that was you, by the way, Alan. So, Pika, it's sort of like Facebook Messenger. My experience with has been chill. Okay, well, that's cool. Do you apply it to anything? Like I said, do you apply it to like certain like topics? Like, is that how you interact with people, or just with your friends? I mean, how can I use it? That's what I'm trying to ask you. How can I use it? I say, hey, follow me on my Discord. I was like, give me ideas, bro. I mean, I don't know. Kind of like the shit that I told you that I'm sharing here. Like, I can put that shit, my meta stuff that I'm gonna see here, like that. Like, I can see, let's say, some fucking person taking a shit. Like out in the middle of the street, like Mr. Donald Trump, whatever, wants to see on the floor. I mean, I don't know. I'm a gamer. Okay, you're a gamer. So with Discord, you can link it up to your PlayStation, so the people who make content on Discord and PS has been okay. So I can hook up my PlayStation and use it like people do. Gamers do. Does YouTube do that now? I don't know. I know they do it on. They do it on Twitch and do it on Kick. What platform started doing gaming now? Oh, TikTok. I think TikTok's a new one that does that now too. I was thinking of doing that too. Setting up my old my old games, just doing old games, and just like But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I mean, that's the last thing I see. Need people to watch. Oh, motherfucker! All he does is play games. Don't get a job. Yes, beneficial that too. Oh man, message retracted. I wonder what they said. Okay, it doesn't have to be in particular policy. Just can't be keep contact with people. Just chat. Anna, oh, message retracted. Dang, must have been bad. Bye, Anna. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know. That's never happened. Either that or so. Anyways, I mean, I thought about people shitting on the street. That scared the person. Yes, people. My my YouTube is not for kids. Although my wife was, we were talking about that yesterday. Yeah, it seems like a lot of kids. Oh yeah, they do. As long as it doesn't get weird on both sides, the person on the other end as me, and I'm not going to get weird that way because I'm not that way. Um, it could be trolls. A lot of times it could be trolls because their faces. But there was one actually that on one of my shorts. They they put a comment and I checked out their channel and it was a kid. It was a little kid and I put a like, So whatever. Hunter seems to say they're a kid. I don't know. But Hunter's loyal. Hunter's always coming on, saying hi and bye and alike. For me, I plan using all of the gaming, keep in contact with family, amigos, interact with new people. All right, dude. All right, well maybe maybe that's how I'll start using it. I did one because it was somebody that I was following on Instagram. This person was a little off, and I was doing it as a guest or whatever, so I burnt that email, and I don't care. Meaning, I don't remember what the password is or nothing, so I don't know if it's any good or whatever. And I couldn't figure out how to get on there because they did live streams on there and their videos, whatever. And on Instagram, I could never catch them on Instagram. So I don't know. I'll catch you on there. So I'll get to hear your voice. I don't know if I'll see your face or not, but I look forward to it. So maybe I'll open the Discord today, and I'll keep it California Bear because I'm not gonna hide anything anyways. I'm gonna keep it like Um, yeah, I guess they had some what do you call it? Some not controversy, but people were getting all like kind of pissed off because a lot of privacy issues. And, like I think April or May, I was gonna start where you're gonna have to like give up a lot of information if you're gonna be a new member, and I'm like, they're still gonna know. The eye in the sky is always gonna know who you are and whatnot. You can't hide, bro. You can't hide. You can't be off the grid unless you're really off the grid. You know what I mean? So whatever, right? Or you plan becoming one? Becoming one what? You're a gamer too? Um, yeah. You know what, dude? Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I like game consoles. I'm not a gamer on computers. I never got into it because I don't like buttons. I like controllers. But that being said, I'm cheap. I'm a brokey. That's two, not good. And since my stroke, I don't have the attention span because I would try playing my old PlayStation, no, not old PlayStation, my old Xbox. Yeah, it's an old 360, bro. I never upgraded. Yeah, just I never did because it's like once games started going from like this to like going online, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna do that because they're gonna just want you to keep buying and buying, which is the norm now. I'm talking about 10 years ago, so now that's just the norm. Now it's like you don't even have to buy that. You just gotta have to have high speed internet or high speed internet. So that's two. I have T-Mobile. I pay $50, actually 55 because I get a paper thing. So that's extra $5 there. Um, but because my friend, my neighbor, he's got it, and I saw how long it took to download a game. I'm like, Jesus, dude, it took forever just to download the game, and I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, I would like to play some of the games, and uh, there's some games that I like. They still make. I like the Far Cry I still wanted to get the last Far Cry, but they don't make it for the old, you know what I mean? So you have to get a PS5 or the new Xbox. So I like Far Cry, and the GT6 is going to come out in November. So I don't know if Santa Claus is going to get me a PlayStation 5. I doubt it. I doubt it. So that's another reason why, right? So Maddie says I'm a cutie. Thank you, Maddie. If you really think I'm a cutie, hit me a like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I am from San Diego, California. Where are you from, Maddie? I game PC and PS, but I still always use my controller. Even on a PC, I always been using. See, you're technical, dude. I'm not. I'm not a technical and all that shit, dude. I don't know how to do all that stuff. That's another thing, dude. How to connect all that to your TV, or see from your, you know what I mean? I have to do from my TV. There is. I saw something on TikTok that there's these little connectors that you can connect that to your, I don't know. So I would have to ask all that for you. So, all right, dude, let's do that. I'll tell you what. I'll get a Discord, and then I'll hit you up, and I'll just watch you, whatever. Hopefully, you have a cool community where I can start asking them questions, and then make me a gamer. And who knows, maybe I get so good that maybe I'll eventually go to Twitch. I'll have to wear bikini and stuff, because only the hot bikini girls get on Twitch. Dude, I can't stand Twitch, man, and that's all it is, really. Who was I watching? I forgot who I was watching. That's the only person that said the same thing. I'm like, dude, that's all it is on Twitch, man. That's all it is. It's all these fake ass like streamers, dude. You know, guys, and then it's like these girls are just a step away from being OF, or basically just doing that so they can promote their OF. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I like Kick, bro. I want to do Kick. I think I have the market here in San Diego. I just got to get out there. There's a guy that I follow on Kick. He's a younger guy, like in his 20s. To me, everybody's younger. He's called 4 Inches. 4 Inches live on Instagram. You don't have Instagram, but 4 Inches. He's funny as shit. I mean, the thing is, it's like it's got to be the person too. You can have all the equipment. You can have this. You got to have content, but it's got to be the person presenting the content, how they present the content, I think, in my opinion. And this guy brings it, it's his personality, and I think I have that to go out and like here in Lemon Grove to deal with my people. Now, when I get out in the trenches, that's what they call it, because that's one of the lines, one of the channels I follow here in San Diego. It's pretty rough, dude. So I'm gonna wait till cause I'm saving up. Actually, my main goal now that I've been doing a lot of walking and public transportation is e-bike. I'm gonna get an e-bike. So I'm almost to a third of that saved up. Excuse me. That's my savings. I've lost that savings 3 times already, but this savings, and I lock it in because it's in my PayPal. And I stake the coins. They're stake coins. So I can't just use the cash. So it's for a goal. So, and I just contradict myself, didn't I? Because I said I want to do the external hard drive. So I take that back. It's the hard drive first before the e-bike. So the e-bike, I think it's definitely second for that. Yeah, the e-bike's probably give me a loan, but that's gonna be the hard part. I don't know. Father's Day's coming. I have to get a present for my father. Anyways, all right. So you look like Pokemon. All right. Cool. Well, don't fight over me, okay? Just whatever you do, don't fight over me. But give me a like and subscribe, please, if you don't mind, Trench. Yeah, if you decide to be a gamer, you can hit me up on the games too. Eventually, I'll live stream. All right, cool, dude. There's games that I like the sports games. Um, I'll give you an idea of kind of games I like. I like. Well, here, let me get some of the games before I forget. All right, hold on. Here, Headquakes. I do have a coupon if you like some. Somewhat, dude. Overnight shipping is available for $9.99. Haste. I don't know what I said, brother. I had a stroke, so I don't know. Remind me what I said. Sorry, brother. I'm planning on getting on an e-bike. Oh, e-bike? Oh, right on. Yeah, dude. Dude, the more, dude, I'm like this, dude. I'm on the bus stop and I'm like, ew, 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 ew. Reminds me of that one time. It was back in the 90s. It was 97. We went to the river, the Colorado River. That's what divides California and Arizona, right? Because the other side is Yuma, and and I forgot what we call it. On this side is California. Anyways, that's the line right there. So it's the Colorado River. So you can go. There's several spots. So we went with another couple that I knew through my work. So it's her and her boyfriend, and me and my girlfriend, and we went. And we took both their vehicles. So my girlfriend went with the the girl, and then I went with her boyfriend and his truck, and we camped out, right? And well, we camped out, and it was cool. We had everything because she had everything, and we just need sleeping bags because she had tents. She was a Girl Scout, like she was a full-on Girl Scout, so she was 18. So she had everything, dude. Anyways, he had everything except for jet skis and boats and all that shit. So we're just like at the river, dude. We're all, hey, hey, hey. Everybody's like on the boat looking at us. Hey, we're all. That's how I feel now. At the bus stops. Hold on a minute. Oh man. Okay. Still there? Also want to get the basketball box today and make games. So yeah, dude. That's what I like, dude. Because those are games that you can play by yourself, dude. I mean, You don't have to play online. That's the thing. See, that's the thing. That's why I like those games, because it was fun to play those games by yourself. You can go online and then like have some 8-year-old kid, hey dude, you suck. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. That's why I didn't like the shooting games too much. I wasn't fast enough, dude. I wasn't that good. And like, fuck you guys, dude. But anyways, I got some of my favorite games. So I'll kind of put them in order of what my favorite ones. From like, not least, but whatever, kind of like get an idea. So I kind of like games like, obviously, like adventure, Lord of the Rings kind of games. Lord of the Rings, War of the North, type things. Like I have all the old Lord of the Rings from PlayStation. I have a PlayStation 2. I never bought a PlayStation 3. Warhammer, Battle Merc. Those are the kind of games I like. Um, Adventure games like Far Cry. I play this for hours. I love this shit. Then these right here. These two right here are two of my favorite games. Darksiders. I have 1 and 2. And Dante's Inferno. I actually got this by mistake, thinking I was buying this game, because I rented this once. I forgot the name of it. I got this one. Fuck, dude, this is a good game. It's like, fuck, if you like the artwork in this game, and okay, but now here's the good stuff. Red Dead Redemption, and it got real popular, and it's by a company that I like, Rockstar, because I'm a GTA guy. That's what I like, right? This is not a collector's item, but this is a double disc. It's Red Dead Redemption, the Game of the Year edition, because it's the undead version also. It's one where you fight zombies. So the second one is you're fighting. Oh, dude, this game's great, man. And then this one, I play this for like months, and just I never finish it. Fallout, Fallout Vegas. And I got told not to buy Fallout 78. The gamers, somebody on TikTok told, dude, don't, if you like this one, don't buy it. Just buy the one before this one, which I do have. So Fallout, this is what I like. Now, what ruined it for me from buying any more games or buying systems beyond Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 or 4 or going, was this game. This game here had so much potential. It's a really underrated game called Homefront. Basically, it's a game. Do you ever watch the movie called Red Dawn? Either the new one or the old 80s version with Patrick Swayze in it. Basically, it's the same concept, except this one it's a EFT. EFT? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, EFT. And it blew out half the country on the West Coast. And the Koreans, like, dude, came in and invaded the West Coast. So they invaded and took over, and then there's a bunch of renegades, and dude, you're fighting on the streets and everything. There's different missions, dude. You're on the Golden Gate Bridge and stuff, and dude, it's getting good, and then it just comes to the end, but there's no end. And he goes, if you want to continue this game, you have to go online. And I'm like, what? And I looked at my girlfriend and I said, that's the end of gaming as we know it. So what do you mean? I said, I have to go online and have to like pay, because back, I don't know if they still do it. You buy a program. Back then you had to buy the cards, right? And now I don't know if you just with your credit card, you know. But back then, you you have to get the cards and you buy minutes or whatever you call it, credits. And that was it. I didn't buy any more video games. I would go to, because I bought this brand new. I would go to GameStop. In fact, the GameStop here, the local GameStop, it closed down. It doesn't exist anymore. I have to go to the one over by University, and it's way smaller. The one here was nice. It was a big one. Oh wow, dude, my legs really swollen. It's not good. It's the size of a football. I didn't notice that. I have to go for a walk today. I wonder what I ate. I don't think I ate anything salty. Oh, I know what. Anyways, dude. So yeah, I'm gonna follow you on that. All right, man. I promise. So I will have a Discord. All right. So I think that was it. I talked about. I talked about my adventure. Somebody trying to sell me a crystal, or no, trying to not sell me, buy crystal. Yeah, the last time I was at a bus stop, I was further down, and that's what I told the guy, dude. Yeah, go down there, bro. Down there because I'm further down in Lemon Grove. I would run into people. Some guy was telling me that he just smoked some crack and he couldn't pass the drug test. I don't know why he had to tell me that, but he told me that he couldn't pass the drug test because he smoked some crack like a day before or something. I don't know if that was code. See if I wanted to sell him some crack. I think that's what it is. I think people like sell drugs on the bus stops, or they're just trying to score drugs at the bus stop because down the road from that bus stop is the Food for Less, and there's a lot of activity around the corner from that food box. On Xbox, yeah, dude, I have a 360, bro. I never, I wanted an X really bad, and I just never did buy one for the same reason that I don't want to start playing online because the internet's kind of slow and whatnot. I don't really game that much anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not a serious gamer. So I'll just go to GameStop and just buy these games for like, a couple bucks, I'm like, oh, dude, that was a good game, dude. For like $3, as opposed to buying it for like 50, 60 bucks back, you know. Now it's all changed. Now you could buy it at the store, but all you do is going to get something to download, right? And then you're still going to have to be online to download the rest of it. That's what I noticed. I got my buddy the NBA 24 or whatever. I got it for his birthday, and we had to wait forever, dude, for like hours, because our internet's not that fast. We don't have the faster internet. So that's another reason why I don't game online. Ooh, man, my leg's real swollen, guy. That's the most swollen my leg's been. It's the size of a football. Man, take a shower and put my Hey, quit scratching, buddy. I'm gonna give you a bath right now. So, compression socks, walk. But yeah, anybody want to come on? Says hi. So yeah, my meta glasses on the 26th. My meta glasses on the 26th. Today's the 17th, so it'll be a week, and they're pretty good. They'll call me, so I'll put that on there. Meta glasses ready. I should be able to start doing some new content, providing with that. Add your gamer tag on what on Discord? Yes or no? I don't know. I don't have a Discord yet, but I'll add you. Let me write it down. Sorry, guy. Oh, sorry, Cody. I'm sorry, Gucci. Yeah, that's why you should stand down there, buddy. I like that George Floyd King, huh? Is that in Discord? Can you put a yes or a one or something, please, right now? Or is that on Instagram? I don't know. Hayes, by the way. It's on Xbox. You have an Xbox? I have an old Xbox. It's a 360, brother. I don't even go online, but I mean, I will. I mean, I like Xbox actually. So I don't know what you know. I mean, what do you think, dude? Should I get the newest Xbox compared to PS5? I'll do my homework. Like I said, I don't know. It'll be a while, but yeah, I have people. I'm sorry, dude. I'm a brokey, bro. I mean, back when I had money, you know, I don't have much time. Now that I have a lot of time, I don't have much money. But I will. I'll keep it on here, and I will add you. So you're on Xbox, too? I will. I promise. Don't. Do me a favor though. If you wanna keep contact though, why don't you subscribe to my channel here and just come on my lives, hit the notifications, and whenever you see me on there, say hi. We'll keep contact, bro, and I promise I will. I keep contact with my followers if they want to off the platform or even on YouTube. Seriously, ask Pika. Pika knows. Other people know. Uh, yes, get the Xbox Series X. Okay, I will look into it. Even if I have to get like a refurbished or used one to save some money. George. All right, George Floyd King. I got you, buddy. Haste. Quick scopers. Did you see what your fellow Californian Jacob Fatu did recently to Eric Andre? Nah, bro. I don't watch any wrestling, bro, in a while, dude. I haven't. Tell me, what did he do? I'm on PC and PS Gamer, so but Xbox Series X is cool too. Right on, dude. I mean, dude. That's the thing, dude. Whenever I get with my boys, I'll end up buying something. So trust me, dude. We will. We'll get something. Then they get them off the phone, dude. I'll get a console. I'll get a console and when I'm in the Philippines, because I promise I'm gonna get a TV. So I'll get them a TV for their room and get them a console. So I'll probably get them a PS5. So I don't like them playing Roblox too much on their phone, but their mom watches it, so they only got try to get weird with me on my laptop and. It is amazing how many predators are out there, bro. I realize that, dude. That platform, dude. Roblox is terrible, man. Well, dude, you can't go wrong if you had both, right? Fuck, dude, it's over $1,000, but whatever. $1,000 ain't shit no more, is it? Especially when I get monetized, like Jack said. Hey, go over there to California Bear, subscribe to his channel and help him get monetized. That way he can make $1 or $2 a month. That was kind of funny. Eric Andre was recently on Raw helping promote his new series or movie. I think that will be coming out with John Cena. And dude, I don't even know who the hell Eric Andre is, bro. That's how lame I am. Is he an actor or an athlete? Eric Andre, the actor. Oh shit! I know who he is. He's funny. That dude. I like him. A lot of people don't understand his humor. Okay. Jacob Fatu Text Eric Andre on your. Okay. I'll check it out on YouTube after I get off. I know it'll be up there, on there. They'll put it up on there. They'll put it on there. That's crazy. That's funny shit. My meta glasses. Oh, if it is wondering, how the hell can he afford meta glasses? I'll tell you right now how. And how can I afford these glasses? So these glasses are my original pair of glasses, my very first glasses. All right. When I first got 3 years ago, I went to that place down the road over there, and I paid everything out of pocket. Well, actually no, I'll take that back. I paid it through my old for my union. What they did on your check, they take so much money for this, for that, Social Security, whatever. But there was another fund that they took out money for. They call health and welfare. So the way it worked out is if I went to the doctor and got a prescription, I had to pay out of pocket. So then when I paid, I get the receipt and I would turn it into my union. I had to fill out a form and send a copy of my receipts. And then within 90 days, they would normally reimburse me, the union. Normally. Sometimes they question it, whatever, but anyways, but normally it'll take, because it took 30 days from the day you turned it in, another 30 days to process at the place, in Chateau Place, up in Los Angeles, and then it took another 30 days till they got the money from the, they'll get that money. So it'd be total pretty much 90 days until I would get a check. Yet the money they take from my check every week, they would put it on a fund, and they would collect interest on that. Did I see any of that interest? No. Do I still see any money from that interest? No. But something happened about 4 or 5 years ago that they stopped with that, because something happened. I heard they got sued. So they came out with something, and they put those funds in a credit card. So they're accessible now. So now you just, as long as it's a medical thing. So that's so originally when I wanted to get glasses, I went to, like, was it J.C. Penney? My friend tried to take me to J.C. Penney, and they wouldn't take it, wouldn't go, because it came out as retail. So they told me the same thing. If you go to Walmart, it's going to come out as retail. So it's going to. So I went to an eye place. Those glass place, America something. And oh god, that crap in my leg, dude. Oh yeah, that crap. Anyways, they did the exam, get a prescription, and they fit me for glasses, and I got these glasses. My eyesight was so bad that I need reading and I need to see far away, so it's transition, right? So I got that. I got the cheapest. I didn't know what to do, and then I don't know if you guys always saw me with those, like, reading glasses. So I would use those because these got really scratched up really bad. When I was in the Philippines, they were scratched up already because it was the cheapest. I didn't get the cheapest. Long story short, I came back. I checked my card. I saw how much money was in there, and I still had a ton, and it was still good. So I'm like, all right. So I went and got these fixed with a new prescription. I had my new prescription a couple of months ago. And then I went there and said, hey, by the way, oh, yeah, you had the prescription? No problem. Just give it to us. Oh, I got the frames. Okay, yeah, no problem. Like, yeah, you got these frames. It doesn't matter. These frames, as long as they're good frames that we can do. It can't be those cheap, frames from the swap meet or whatever, or the gas station. They're not guaranteed they're not going to break. So they did these where it's got the new prescription for both, seeing far away, and I see, dude, I see how blind I was, especially when I see watch TV. I can even read the small lettering, and now I can just go like this, tilt my head. That's the only thing I have to like really get used to tilting my head again because I don't wear my glasses like this. So tilt my head. I don't have to like way back here and squint my eyes like I was with my other glasses. So I put those glasses away, you know, because I try using those glasses again. So these, as you can tell, they're getting darker. Well, I'll show you right now as I go in the sunlight. That's the coolest thing. My neighbor has those, but they go in black, and so does my mom. And I was, hey, do you guys? Oh yeah, dude, they're great, and they are. It takes a little longer sometimes, but right now it's already transitioning, and right now you're gonna see how dark they get. Oh, I don't know. It's bad sunlight, right? See how dark they're getting, bro? See what I mean? Isn't that cool? Oh yeah, dude. I don't have to wear the other ones. The other ones I don't mind, but yeah, I can't. I can't really. You know, I can't really read with them either because they're transitioning also. So, anyways, I love it. I love this whole thing. That I said, okay. I talked to a young girl. Hey, medical glasses. Oh yeah. So I got some estimates. So I said, hey, they're just. I told my buddy, my neighbors, oh, that's kind of expensive, but they're frames, dude. It'd be no difference in getting Oakley or Nike because that's what I wanted to get. I said, oh, it's kind of extravagant getting that. Oh, sorry, dude. I mean, I'll read right now what you're saying. I'm gonna just blab what I'm saying about so people don't think that oh, well, he's begging, dude. Now he's talking about he's gonna get medical glasses. So I went back. She already knew what I wanted, so this the hardest part was picking which frames I wanted. I got the ones I wanted. I said I want everything the same like this, like everything. Prescription, brown lens, instead of black, because it's too dark for me. And okay, boom, when it's time, card, you got approved. I'm not even gonna say how much it was, but it was that much. No, I didn't get the real expensive 700. There's a pair of my glasses that are like $700 to start with. Nah, I'm not gonna get those. It's just the ones. It's the second generation wafer, but they weren't like too. They weren't. I wanted brown frames. They didn't have brown frames. For some reason, they don't sell too well. I guess. I would see them on Facebook as refurbished, and I never had the money. Whenever I would get close enough, they would always sell out. So they're popular when people like them, but they're not popular enough to remake them. So whenever they do, but anyways, the card went through, so that's how I got. So I did pay out of my own pocket because that money did come out of my paycheck. So I just paid for from the past into the future. Okay, so there you go. So I cleared that up, just in case anybody's wondering. I'm not a scammer. I don't have an oxygen tank, pretending and trying to get money or whatever. That's a jab at somebody. I know, and I'm not sorry for that. But whatever. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, all right. So let's talk about Pika right here. Pika is a fellow wrestling fan. He gives me the lowdown on Raw and SmackDown and the WWE. The Bloodline, Jake Fatu, Roman Reigns, and the Usos was out there. Roman Reigns, Jake Fatu. I thought they all broke up, dude. They're all together again. Oh, that's right. There's still that one faction, huh? Because the other faction is what's his name? He's got what's his name? Son and one big dude, the other brother, and Ula Fala, and they left. Eric Andre tried to shake his hand. He touched his Sulafala and said, nice necklace, and Jack Fatu attacked him. Oh, no way. Okay, brother. Thank you. I got to go too, man. I'll check back and later. All right. Take care, brother. I will try to download Discord and we'll try it out. All right. Take care, brother. All right. Peace out, people. Anybody else on here? There's 2 people on. Say hi or bye. Like, dislikes, I appreciate it. Thank you for my loyal trolls that came back. I'm sorry that I had to just put you in the shadow realm. Actually, I'm not sorry. That's what you fuckers deserve. Oh, and my loyal person that always likes to be my subscriber and part-time unsubscriber, thank you, because of you I had 560 subscribers, and then I had 559 subscribers this morning. Thank you very much. You're always so loyal. I'm glad I blocked your ass. Peace out.